Chapter 2. Not like planned. Woman hadn't backed anywhere this fast in ages. He didn't want Virgil to be able to bail and say that he'd made him wait. It was times like this that he regretted turning down his parents' offer to buy him a nice car. Yet again, his pride was in the way of being practical. "Hi there! How can I help you?" The man who greeted Roman when he arrived at the youth house was very energetic. He seemed really nice. Wait, you're Roman, right? Virgil said you'd be working for school together. I have you two set up in the attic. Let me show you the way. Woman's head was spinning. You know Virgil? He asked as they walked through the cozy living room-like ground floor. There were shelves with games, DVDs, books, and art supplies. There was a TV and gaming system, and many comfortable couches and beanbags strewn around. It looked like a nice place to relax. Well, he's my little brother, so yes. Name's Thomas. If you need anything, just shout. He's up these stairs. Good luck. And just like that, Roman was left at the stairs that would lead him to Virgil. Thomas was not what Roman would expect out of Virgil's sibling. He hadn't known Virgil had a sibling. One who looked to be in his mid to late 20s. Roman took in a deep breath. Time to get this over with. He climbed the stairs and opened the hatch. He found Virgil sitting at the table with headphones on. He had clearly not noticed him coming in yet. Only when Roman closed the hatch shut again did Virgil look up. Recognition flashed over his face, closely followed by a grin. He took off his headphones. "Glad you found the place spectacular," he greeted. Then he gave him a once-over and chuckled. "That eager to see me, huh?" he teased, as he reached into his backpack and tossed him a can of deodorant, which he barely managed to catch. Roman flushed and debated for a second turning it down, but he really didn't want to smell. Reluctantly, he sprayed some under his arms. "Take a seat, I've got my list right here." He shoved a piece of paper to an empty spot and held his hand out. "Show me what you got." Roman approached the table, put down the can, and glanced down at Virgil's list. As far as he could tell, it looked like he'd actually put thought into it. He dug into his backpack and retrieved his neatly folded list, took his seat, and handed the piece of paper over. Virgil started reading, and Roman couldn't think of anything else to do but study Virgil's list. There were actually a few cool subjects, studying how the social and political environment of the time reflects in artwork of that time period, or a study of wartime propaganda versus the actual verifiable facts. Similarities in local folklore of communities all over the world. What was this guy's plan here? "I like the Greek mythology one," Virgil said, snapping Roman out of his thoughts. He looked up from his paper. "Really?" he asked. He hadn't been very hopeful Virgil would even get an idea behind it. "Yeah, there's a lot we can do with that. From how the Romans repurposed it, all the way to Percy Jackson. But do you think we could do the reverse as well?" Roman blinked. You mean the mythologies that influenced the Greeks? I thought about it, but I figured that might get a little too much for one 15-minute presentation," he argued. "Yeah, you're right. Still, I think it's cool. It'll take a lot of research, but it's going to be worth it. We'd cover multiple time periods, which the teacher is going to love, and if we can somehow get rid of some assumptions due to modern interpretations of the gods, then that would be awesome." Why wasn't this guy acting the way he expected him to? "So I'd say we meet up at least once a week, either here in the library or at either of our places. Fair warning, my folks are... You met Thomas, so that's times 10. Anyway, we can meet up, share what we've done, set up goals for the next meeting and stuff like that. I gotta go now," he said as he got up and handed him another piece of paper. "That's my number, don't abuse it. We'll set up a meeting to divide the work, okay? I have swim practice on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. Other than that, I can free up time in my schedule. After practice too, of course. Sounds good?" Roman blinked in confusion. "What?" "You know what? If you're free, let's meet up here again tomorrow, same time, okay? If you want, I can pick you up. to avoid another attack of the Arm Lake monster, Virgil teased with a grin. Take some time to think about the list. We can have a proper sit down and discuss our options. Roman didn't like being dismissed like this. The more Virgil talked, the more agitated he became. Was this how all their conversations were going to go? Virgil just waltzing over him like a steamroller? Sorry, I really gotta go. Coach will kill me if I'm late. No amount of prizes gets that guy off your back, I swear. He laughed as he started to leave. Roman jumped up, finally fed up. What was the whole performance of earlier about? Aren't you and Chad both elite? Why start a war over me? That had been the most puzzling. Last Roman checked, the football team treated Virgil, and by extension his friends, like allies, like they belonged in their part of high school life. Virgil froze. He didn't look back. I don't need his type to like me, Fernandez. And if I did, I don't want him to. Let's just say I've been itching to call him out for years. I just never caught him red-handed. He rubbed at the back of his neck. Listen, I know that some of the others haven't been cool to you. I can try and defend them, but it was crap of them to do regardless. They promised it wouldn't happen again. So you don't need to worry, alright? We can just do this project in a way we're both cool with. You don't have to go out of your way to make me happy. Got it? Talk to you later. Let me know if you want that ride. And just like that, he was gone. Did Roman misjudge Virgil that much?